figure out the person's identity. It was a shock, not only to the public, but to investigators too.
We received startling information from the state lab regarding the presence of an unknown male profile.
The DA says they are still conducting multiple DNA tests. They won't say where investigators are in the testing process.
There's this mystery person.
No one knew who he was.
Big
Travelers
question
back
mark.
in time began unidentified
Investigators are
areas.
using hope that one missing person database anywhere in the country.
So you may have seen this story in the news. Identified man gets arrested for stealing. Claims to be from the state. The unknown man has no birth record to file on record. When asked why he was stealing, he told police this to be part of the new society in the year 3036.
Yep, my name's Jones. Is this Sebastian? Yes, my name's Jack. I'm a journalist and documentary filmmaker. I was really intrigued by your story. Just curious if I can have a quick minute of your time to talk. Wow. What I was saying, I'm absolutely fascinated by your story. And I'm sure I can speak for everyone when I say this, but I'd love to know more about not knowing. Not knowing what? Why did you say that? Would you be open to doing an interview with me? And I believe your story to probe, and the things you know must be truly incredible. Would you please just give me a few minutes of your time for an interview? Great, I appreciate it very much. I'll call you later.
It must be Jack. Do you have a cell phone on you?
Yeah.
Please turn it off now. If you must come on for emergency purposes, please put it in airplane mode. Now.
Okay.
We're going to go over here and talk.
So why are we here?
I like it here. It's a good place.
Well, I want to thank you for giving me time to meet today. I think we've evolved there. We can all appreciate it.
Yeah. I didn't have hair when I first got here. See people's hair doesn't grow in the future.
Wow.
Radiation. Man-made radiation is so concentrated by the 2080s that people don't grow any hair. Men, women alike. Over 1 billion people die as a result of it. And that's just in 20 years of ionized metals in your bloodstream. And that's one of the main reasons you turn off your cell phone. The amount of sick, I get chest pains, headaches, vomiting. The amount of radiation coming from your devices
is off the charts. You know, cell phones, they're banned in the future. They were completely banned by the 2060s when they realized how harmful they were for you. Matter of fact, the 5G rollout you guys have, according to our history books, you'd have never agreed to it. You people are like, it's crazy. There's no self-awareness. You see children, babies, with cell phones in their hands. You have no idea how dangerous it is. You know, in the future, they refer to this time as the idiot era. No offense. But you guys just don't have any idea. It was around 40 years old for men and 50 years old for women. That's all because of the radiation. It gets better. Things will start to look up. But it'll always be a problem. The official report is that Sebastian, the man from 3036, could not be identified by any of that his name or at least the name he using previous databases. This guy basically has no records at all. So that's a pretty good trick.
So do you plan on staying?
No, I can't go back. The technology's not even here yet, even if I wanted to. Technology is absolutely here. Project for the Philadelphia experiment. These are all time travel funded by the U.S. military.
So it's time travel in the future. Like, is that listening?
Well, no. Everybody knows that it's real and that it's feasible, but it's restricted for military purposes and elite staff. If a resident or a civilian is caught time traveling, it's prohibited.
Like,
Yeah. We've got flying cars. Called F-crafts. It's got robots. Like you do now. We have what's way with by the 3000s. Pods are to the ground. They use magnetic technology. Go off the stretch unlocks. This is done for transportation purposes. Robots are primarily used for labor. AI, which you have already started to implement in real time,
but we use on a much larger scale.
The first story I read about you were arrested for stealing food. So tell me a little bit about
Yeah, that was the first thing I got here, actually. I wasn't aware of your customs here yet. You see, in the future, things like fruit, water, and vegetables, they're free in marketplaces. What's called food centers, where basically you allow up to 3 items at no cost. And fruit, you never had before. So it's just a simple misunderstanding, really. I still can't get over your time makes history in so many ways.
After our interview, I found myself pretty amazed. I'm not saying
So I'm on my way to an interview. It's supposed to follow me. And I'm 100% sure it's the same car. Because when I stopped to get gas, it stopped. And then when I left, either coincidence or I'm being followed. For having this, you mind if I come in and use your restroom? Yeah. Big crash course. Well,
One big crash course. Yeah, okay. There's going to be several major wars. There's going to be a world war that will change many things for your lifetime. The EU, China, Russia, the Middle East, more specifically Iran, is going to be massive. And There's another one starting right now with this coronavirus. This war will be known as the vaccine war. Billions of people refuse the vaccine. And billions of people die as a result of it. Through my time, this vaccine is a mandatory chip implant. By the time I was born, the corporation is required to have it. You can actually start right out of money. Feel it.
Yeah.
Feel it. Everybody's required to have it. You can't travel. You can't go to school. You can't work. You can't do anything without this chip. At that point, you're basically a believer.
What's the believer?
Right? Believers are the people that don't believe in the chip or the vaccine. They basically refuse it. They live beneath the cities in the abandoned ones below. They refer to themselves as the believers, but to everyone else in society, they're known as the believers. They don't live long at all. They are years old.
Why do they die so young?
Nobody can live outside at all times. The air quality required to live in pods are the only kind of living quarters that can protect us from the air pollutants.
Would you be willing to allow us to X-ray that chip in your hand so we can get a visual of it? We pay for it.
You know, willingly.
No, I'm not saying that at all. But visual proof of it obviously substantiates your claim.
Set it up.
His X-ray results proved exactly what he said. Although we can't determine the actual technology of the chip itself, Sebastian does, in fact, have a foreign object that in his hand. Now, this doesn't confirm at all his claims of being from the future, but he does have an object in his hand. Perhaps it's all ever hoax. Not only did we get an X-ray from Sebastian, but he also agreed to have blood work done. If he's telling the truth about everyone in the future being some metal This test will easily determine
What is the thing?
Well, I'll tell you this. Here's free. Get it right now. These are so suck it up because as simple-minded as your time period is, you got it pretty good. The world population,
Yeah.
just over 2 billion people. You know what? You might actually be here when the blackout happens. How old are you? Yeah. Check out before then. The big blackout, if I'm not mistaken, happens in December 2052. Basically, everything goes dark for upwards to 5 years. All is disconnected on the account of what's called terrorists. But many speculate otherwise. Anyway, 5 years turmoil, riots. It takes them up, and even then, it's absolute chaos. Believe it or not, our zoo consists of animals like dogs, cats, rabbits, squirrels.